holds a master's degree of science and college student personnel. Families, make sure to get a copy of Lisa's book, The Real Deal, A Family's Guide to College. Lisa will tell you during her presentation where you can get a copy of that book, and I would like to welcome Lisa now.
Okay, good morning. Is it still morning or after? Okay, it's still morning. So good morning, SUCCESS. That's the way we spell success. So my topic for this morning is going to be academic success. So I'm going to look at it from two perspectives. I'm going to look at it from what you should be doing right now in high school, wrapping up, and how does it work moving into college. So we're going to start with, what you should be doing now, while you're wrapping up high school. So the first important thing I want to share with you guys, don't quit. Don't throw in the towel. I understand that this pandemic hit, it changed everybody's lives. It changed your life. It changed my life. It changed my friend's life. It changed my colleague's life. The pandemic affected everybody. So we all have some difficulties that we have faced. Now is not the time to throw in the towel. If anything you need to be doing at this point in life, you need to finish strong. You need to push through. You need to persevere. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to come out of this thing. And you want to come out being better than ever. You want to take that energy and turn this time of uncertainty into time of positivity. So I'm going to say finish strong, put your all in your academics, ask questions, look from the support from your teachers and counselors. Whenever you are able, if you're an athlete, when that time open up to resume sports, put your best foot forward. The time is not to give up now. I understand we lost some of our traditional traditions. This is homecoming season. I know I supposed to went to my college homecoming a couple of weeks ago. It did not happen, but we need to push through and we need to continue to move forward. To the parents and guardians and families, my advice to you, even if you can provide a little more love, a little more compassion, a little more understanding, let your scholar know, hey, it's okay not to be okay today. It's okay to say I'm overwhelmed. It's okay to say what you're feeling. So we have to put that on the table about what is it that we're feeling, how we want to move forward. And yeah, that's all I got to say with that for high school. So just make sure you're using the resources here. You had two presenters prior to me that gave you some excellent advice on admissions, awesome advice on financial aid. So be in line with what you need to do to move to the next level. So now we're going to move into academic success at the college level. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So bear with me. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this. But we talk about academic success from the college level. So I am an academic and career advisor. My goal is to help students get on track and be in the know of what it would take to earn their bachelor's degree, what it would take to attain skills and experience to move into their possible career after college. So that's definitely my role. I've been at St. Xavier University for 15 years, so quite some time. So what I tell my students, because I teach a freshman seminar class, is you need to learn the system. And I said this even in the last webinar I did with Scholarship Mama. College is not hard. It's not hard. It is a system. And I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, when you learn the system, when you know who the key players are, it runs smooth. Why are students not successful? Because they don't learn the system. They don't know who to go to. They don't ask questions, as you can see on my talking points. They're not doing the things that I mentioned here. So let's walk down the tips, shall we? So learn the system. When you go off to college, you're going to have a financial aid counselor, build a relationship with them. You're going to have an academic advisor, build a relationship with them. You might have a success coach. You want to build relationships with these key people. You need to know where to go for tutoring. Where do I go if I want personal one-on-one counseling, which is nothing wrong with getting one-on-one counseling. We need to be more advocates of being about mental health and preserving mental health. So where do I go to, for counseling? Where do I go if I want to work out? Where do I go if I want to get involved with, student government or sorority and fraternity and sorority life? Learn the system, know what resources your campus offer, and use those resources. What students fail to realize is that your college tuition pays for these services. It funds the counseling center. It funds student activities. It funds the tutors and the tutoring system. So why not put your tuition dollars to work? Whether you get scholarships, whether you're going to get loans, or whether you're going to pay out your pocket, all these resources funds the ins and outs of college. So learn the system, know where to go. And don't say, I don't know, learn it. Pay attention when you go to your orientations. We had orientation this summer virtually. It was important for students to need to know where to go, what to do, and what it's going to take for them to move into their freshman year of college. So learn the system. Next step, establish a routine, develop your time management skills. A lot of reasons students are not successful in college, it has nothing to do with smarts. It has nothing to do with talent. Sometimes it's just simply being lazy and not structured. That's what it is. So you have to establish a routine. What's going to happen? Every single class you take, the professor is going to give you a document. It's called the syllabus. What you need to do, what is a syllabus? That is the contract that breaks down how this class is going to carry out for the entire semester. It should have all the assignments that's going to be due. It should include all the test dates. It should include the dates of projects and presentations and quizzes. It should have everything you need to know to walk through that particular course. What I find out, and even as I'm working with my students this semester, they don't read the syllabus. They take it, they put it in a folder, or they download it, and they don't go back to it. But you need to know what is due. Not knowing what is due, and being caught off guard, it will hinder your academic success. So you need to be aware of your syllabus. You need to also know what are going to be your obligations. Are you going to be an athlete? Are you going to be in the band? Are you going to be a part of any activities or groups on campus? Are you going to hold a job, which is big? There are a lot of students going off to college. They have to work to help to support their families, or they have to work to maintain their own personal lives. So are you going to work? Something I used to do, and I still do today as a working adult, every Sunday when I was in college, I would get together my planner. I'm a planner person, planner junkie. I love planners. I love writing stuff down, using stickers and doing all the cute stuff. But I would write down every Sunday what test was due. Was there a paper due? Is there a quiz? Is there a basketball game I want to go to? Is there going to be a party on campus? Is there going to be something I need to attend to? So that way I knew how to map out my study time, my fun time, and then I did have a job, so I managed my work time. So I used to do that every Sunday afternoon. You can do it Sunday evening, Sunday morning, but do it for Sunday, so that way you can be mentally prepared, and you will know I might need to Tuesday is gonna be a long day, so let me pack a lunch, or let me make sure I got snacks in my bags, because it's gonna be a long time before I make it home. Or wow, I got that paper and that quiz on the same day, which is Friday. Let me spend Monday through Thursday working on this paper, studying for this quiz, so that way when Friday comes, I know that paper is done. I'm prepared to take the test. So it's just things like that. Like I say, even as a working adult now, I still map out my weeks on Sunday. Although, some people say life is not busy in the pandemic, try working in education. It's still busy. So I teach 2 classes this semester as well. So I have to prepare for my classes. I have to prepare for my students because it's actually registration for spring is approaching. So I had to get them ready to get ready for the spring semester registration. I help run a mentoring program, so I have to make sure the mentees are in the know of what's going on. Do we have speakers? So even myself, and I'm a sports referee. Although sports is kind of limited, cross country is still in season, and I actually have a cross country meet tomorrow. I have to keep all that in mind with myself. So it's important for me to map out my week. So I want to give advice to students. I want to give advice out to students if I'm not taking that same advice. So find your routine, develop your time management skills. It is a trial by error. You have to keep working at it. It'll be a while before you get in your routine. I always told people I felt like I didn't find my real groove or rhythm until I got to my sophomore year of college. Freshman year, it's a trial and error. What works, what does not work. But make sure once you get into a routine, it works so much better. When I'm working with my students this semester, they said, Ms. Lyons, you are so correct. Once I knew what was due, once I knew my work schedule, once I laid everything out and looked at everything and structured everything, life was more manageable. So I'm telling you, get a routine, develop your time management skills. Number 3, ask questions. I hear freshmen, I hear families, I hear so many people said, nobody told me, I did not know. Well, you did not ask. So you want to ask a lot of questions. There's no such thing as a crazy question. There's no such thing as a dumb question. You leave no questions unanswered. So that's what I always tell students and their family. Ask a lot of questions. If this is your first rodeo with this college experience, you need to ask all the questions you can because, I tell people I don't know is no longer an answer. Be in the know. Always ask questions. Even if you think you may know, it's not a problem to go back and ask questions. So ask questions to your professors. Ask questions to that financial aid counselor. Ask questions to your advisor. Ask questions to any other university personnel. Ask questions. Be in the know. No, you don't sound crazy. No, you don't sound dumb. Ask questions. The more you know, the better prepared you are, and you can move through this college life smoothly. Another point, communicate with your professors. You'll be amazed at how many students have a stigma or some type of fear in which they feel they cannot talk to their professor, which I just think is the weirdest thing since sliced bread. I have students who will actually come talk to me and let me know they're not doing well in the class versus talk to the professor that's actually teaching the class and not tell them. And my advice is, it's okay to say, I don't know, I'm not understanding, I need extra help. As much as college professors them went to school and they have PhDs, they have EDs and all these advanced degrees and certifications, they did not major in mind reading, ladies and gentlemen. They did not major in mind reading. They can't read your brain. Trust me, if mind reading was a major of mine, I think we all would have jumped on board and we would have took it up as study. But they cannot read your brain. They don't know if you're overwhelmed. They don't know if you're not grasping the material. And not grasping the material is not saying you don't know it. It's not saying that you don't belong in college. It's not saying that you're not smart enough. It might be it might have to challenge the professor to change or adjust how they present the material. And that's what I was telling a student of mine the other day. It's not showing that you're weak. It's not showing that you're less than. It may have to be an adjustment on how they approach the material to teach you guys. Some students learn differently, and you will learn. Some people are more visual learners. Some people are physical learners. Some people are audible learners. So everybody learns different, and it's important for a professor to know that they're reaching all of their students. Plus, professors are not bad people. If you sit down and get to know them, which they should have a time to do that, it's called office hours. Right now, it may be virtually and maybe partial in person, but take advantage of office hours. I used to go visit my professors when I had questions, and the outcome, even though I used to walk in there fearful with the outcome, the outcome turned out to be totally different. I remember one time I didn't do well on the math test. Actually, I didn't pass the math test. So I went to the office to discuss with the professor. He was asking me questions. He said, well, what did you mean when you was trying to do that? Rework that out. Let's say I went in there, I had failed that test. I walked out, I had a high C by the time we got done. So that professor really challenged me and helped me work my way through, because math was not my subject. It's still not, So, but me having the willingness to want to work through that, he showed compassion to me. And, I end up passing that test after all. So it's like building those relationships with your professors. And it's those same professors when you get ready to go get a job or get ready to go to graduate school, or you need a recommendation for an award or some type of acknowledgement. It's those professors that you built those relationships with that could be your advocate. That could be a letter of reference. That could be a reference call for you to attain that job or go to that graduate school or get that award. So you want to communicate with your professor. And as I tell people, they're human. They just like us. Their heart beats just like us. They have blood flowing through their veins just like us. They like sports. They read. They have families. They like to travel. They are human just like us. So you want to develop and have good communication with all of your professors. And last but not least, you want to have fun. As much as we're here telling you to get your work done, get your financial aid process. Yes, you can do the work. We encourage you to do the work, but at the same time, have fun, get involved, make the most of your college experience. Some of the friendships you'll develop in college are some of the friendships that will last a lifetime. I just had a birthday a few weeks ago, and my friend from college who I met like the first day I got to college, she bartended my little, gathering that I had, small gathering, trying to social distance and respect, the orders. But that's my best friend that I met the first day I got to Western Illinois University, and we have been friends since. I am the godmother to her 3 children. Her and I have been in other friends' weddings. We have traveled together. I keep in contact with a lot of people I went to college with, and it's definitely easy with the help of social media, because I have friends that went off to college. Moved out the state of Illinois. So, and we just get together sometimes on Zoom. We've been doing a lot of Zooming lately. But it's those friendships, they are still stronger, and it's 20 plus years with some of these people. And these friendships are still going strong. So, college times is the best time. We laugh. I even talk about some of my college experience in my book, The Real Deal. So it is just a time to just explore and enjoy, work hard, but also have fun. So I know when things open back up and people get their true traditional college experience, it's going to be phenomenal. So at the same time, work hard, but most importantly, you want to have fun as well. So how to stay connected with me. As Joseph told you, I wrote a book called The Real Deal, A Family's Guide to College. So what this book talks about, it walks you through the college admission process, and it talks about college access. So you might see some of that stuff. I did do a very detailed chapter on financial aid. I talk about finishing strong your senior year. I talk about the college admission process. I even talk about what if the child don't want to go to college. We talk about taking a gap year, which is when you take a year off from your senior year of graduation to start, and then take a year off before you go to college. We talk about gap years. We talk about going to the military, and we talk about what if you don't want to go to college at all? What is your next steps? So there's a little something for everybody in the book. The book is only $10. That is a small investment in the lives of young people, very small investment. We spend more money on gym shoes and hair and bags and, streaming services and cell phones. So a small $10, investment towards the life of a future scholar, it's worth it. So how to stay connected with me, you can definitely email me, lisaalliance80@gmail.com. You can also go to my website, which you can order the book. On the website is www.lisaalliance80.com. I take all forms of payment, PayPal, Zelle, Cash App. I do it all. If you are local, we definitely can arrange a drop-off pickup. And I also am available to ship the book, but it is a item you definitely want to pick up. Moving forward for 2021, I will be, so keep in touch with me because I will be putting out the Real Deal scholarships in 2021. So I'm hoping to give out 3 scholarships, one to a graduating high school senior, one to a currently enrolled college student, and a student that's going to grad school. So stay tuned. I'm looking forward to giving away 3 scholarships in the year of 2021, and I'll stop there.
Thank you so much, Lisa, for that. We truly appreciate the information that you have. Again, with all of our presenters, definitely support them. They're a wealth of knowledge. They utilize those resources. You've heard consistently the theme through everyone is utilizing their resources as best as possible. These are experts in what they do, and they were the perfect people if you have questions in those fields. Again, we do have another